Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the attachment video that they released for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, the reason we're talking about it, amongst several other things that they released, is people are making a big deal about it. I'm not entirely sure why they're making conclusions when we in fact have no idea how it's going to work out. But in case you haven't seen it, it's on their Twitter. But it is a video basically of an M4, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And it shows a bunch of different attachments. For example, there's like 3 different stocks, like 7 different sights, 2 different magazines. The barrel, they changed the barrel several times. And people are making it seem like they're confirming that they're going to put attachments on supply drops, but in reality we don't know. People are just assuming, right? I don't understand why they can't just wait, right? Like, we have no information, right? August 1st is just around the corner. We don't have to make speculations. We can see if they explain it better, but a lot of people do think that they're going to put it in supply drops, which is crazy. There's people on Reddit, like Reddit is going crazy about it. I understand how they've put attachments in supply drops before, but it's only been cosmetic. I don't know if that's something people do not like. I asked a question on Reddit myself, asking if they would be upset because Battlefield has done it, where they have all these attachments, but you can unlock attachments and the rest are just cosmetic. Here's a video, for example, and some people didn't want it, some people do like it, so I'm not entirely sure what people want, right? Like, some say they don't want it. Some people said it's unacceptable, and that's completely fine. Like, I understand where they're coming from. I grew up in a time where supply drops didn't exist, right? Where you purchased the game, there was no DLC, none of that stuff. Like, it was just the game and that's it. But times have changed. I think either we adapt or we simply move on. Now, that doesn't mean that we should let companies do whatever they want. Obviously, if there gets to a point where you don't like something enough to make you not want to buy that product, then you should not buy that product. For people here complaining about it, they should stop buying Call of Duty. I haven't been buying Call of Duty every year like I used to when I was a kid because I simply don't enjoy them the same. Take for instance Black Ops 3. I didn't buy it because I played the beta, I didn't like it. BO4, I played the beta, I didn't like it. World War 2, I played the beta, I didn't like it, but I ended up buying it because a friend asked me to buy it, so I bought it. What else? Infinite Warfare, I played the beta, I didn't like it. So I'm not buying every single Call of Duty that comes out, right? You don't have to buy them either. If there is a Call of Duty that you don't like, or let's say you have a feeling that this Call of Duty Modern Warfare game is not going to be what you expect, you don't have to buy it. You can skip out on it. Nothing's going to happen. Call of Duty will still be there next year. Me, frankly, this is kind of like the last Call of Duty that I want to buy, simply because I don't see this franchise going into the right direction. I see it kind of plummeting because they're not managing it right. They're putting money over customers, and that is a bad thing. Obviously it's a company, that's what they do, but there has to be a balance, and I feel like Call of Duty has been unbalanced in the recent years. So I think this is probably the last Call of Duty I'm going to buy, unless I see something and I play a Call of Duty beta that I actually like. So I don't know. I think you shouldn't make a big deal about it. If you're not going to buy it, just simply move on. That's what I did. You didn't see me on Reddit posting back in BO3 and BO4 that these games were not good or anything like that. I made a video on BO4 saying that I didn't like it, right? That it didn't feel like COD to me, but that's it. Like after that, I left it alone. Same thing with Battlefield 5. I didn't like Battlefield 5. I said it felt more like a Call of Duty wannabe title than Battlefield, right? I said that I play Battlefield to play Battlefield, not Call of Duty. So my point is, you don't have to accept what companies do. You can move on. There's other games that you can play. I know there's no game like Call of Duty. Like there is just like Call of Duty. That's the reason it's so popular. It has a market for itself, right? The 6v6, small medium maps. It's a quality game, but quite frankly, they have been kind of doing things that are not consumer friendly. Like they have been pushing loot boxes, supply drops, whatever you want to call it, microtransactions. For example, BO4, they were selling a red dot site. That's extremely bad, right? That's not a good practice whatsoever. So I don't see Call of Duty getting any better unless they suffer a really bad sale, right? But I don't see that happening because the Call of Duty community always seems to buy it, complain, buy it, and that's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. It is your money, but me personally, I'm not that type of person. So if I see something I don't like, I'm not going to buy it. So I think this is an overreaction completely. Like I said, we don't know anything about the game in terms of attachments. People are saying that supply drops are going to be bad. I think we'll just have to wait and see. Quite frankly, we don't have any information other than leaks from people that I don't know where they came from, right? So I don't know. I think we'll just have to wait and see for ourselves. If it ends up being bad, then don't buy the next Call of Duty. Simple as that. If it ends up being worse than bad, don't buy Call of Duty for 2-3 years. Nothing is going to happen. Alright? If it does happen, it'll be a change for the better of the franchise. But that's all I had to say. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time if you stick around.
Who's your team?
Some old comrades.